Hello, welcome to another episode of EPMS Tech Talk. I'm Chris Costa.
And I'm Joanne LaFlamme.
So Joanne, what should we cover tonight?
Well, I think we've already gone through the first three groups of settings in the system settings. I'd like to maybe go over the last group.
Fourth group, yep, makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so I have my shop standards open. I'll drill into system settings. And the fourth group is here on the right hand side down at the bottom. The first option talks about the CSR and making it mandatory on all orders and estimates, and very simply what that's saying is when you save an estimate or an order, do you want the user to have to identify the CSR?
Okay.
Yes
So
or
if
no?
I don't have one selected, then it won't let me save the order. Is that
Correct,
right? Okay.
correct. And it would have to be valid.
Okay.
Okay, it would have to be valid. Same thing with the one below. The estimator is mandatory on all estimates. Same sort of thing in the setup. You'll enter, your users, so you can set up a list of CSRs, a list of estimators, and these options are basically saying you want to make it mandatory when they save an estimate or an order that these are selected.
Okay.
Okay. Next, talks about setting a manual price when you convert an estimate to an order. Say you create an estimate and you've got a quoted price for the customer, and they say, okay, we want to go with it. Well, when you convert that to an order, you may want to lock that price in as a manual price so that you don't allow for, maybe you're going to change the paper, you're going to change the press, which could fluctuate the order price. So you want to take that out of the equation and just lock that manual price right in on the job.
So that if I do change the paper or the price stays the same.
The price is going to stay the same.
Great.
Okay. Okay, so that would be this one here. Next, the next two really talk a little bit more about that manual price. First, don't apply discounts to manual price. So with this checked off, if you have a discount in the order and then you have a manual price, the manual price is still going to be king. Okay, the discount will not be included.
Okay. So if I don't have it checked, then it will take a discount on the manual price.
If you say, I want a 2% discount on this job and your manual price is $100, it's still going to take $2 off.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing with the next one, talking about not applying commission to the manual price. So if you've got commission built into the job, it's $10 worth of commission and it's a $100 manual price, do you want that $10 added on top of it or not?
Okay.
Okay. Do not warn the user if they haven't entered paper. Okay, you create an order, a component, you save the component, there's no paper in the component. Do you want a warning to come up that says the user hasn't entered paper?
Okay.
Okay, pretty straightforward. Some people want to put that right in front of the user and show you,
Right.
you didn't enter anything. Is that what you meant to do?
Okay.
Okay. Don't recalculate when printing a quote or an analysis. Maybe you quoted a job a week ago. You're going to print the quote today. You're going to send it to the customer, but maybe yesterday or the day before someone made a change the press speed, something that would affect the price. If you don't have this, or if you do have it checked off, when you print the quote today, the system will not recalculate based on those new standards, and you'll get the quote as it was a week ago.
Okay.
If it's unchecked, the system's going to automatically recalculate when you print that quote out.
Okay. So if I do have it checked and it's not going to recalculate, I assume I'd have to be careful when I do make changes and I do want it to recalculate to hit the recalc button.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's very easy to do that within the estimate. There's a recalc apply button right there. But yes, that's right. If you make changes where you're expecting to get picked up, then you'd have to recalculate.
Okay.
Okay. But some people may want to leave that quote
Right.
as it was a week ago.
Right.
So, okay. Valid contact name, mandatory on every order or estimate. Very simple. So when you enter an order for a particular customer, you would have to select from a list of contacts and have a valid contact present.
Okay.
Okay, assigned to the order. Calculate overs based on the finished quantity, and that's as opposed to the ordered quantity.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an either or. Do you want it? Let's say you're going to calculate 10% overs. Do you want that 10% to be based on the finished number or on the number ordered?
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of an either or there.
For digital only, I see?
For digital only, yes. Make the GL code required for all outside services and order entry. Very straightforward. If you're putting in an order, you're adding an outside service, you want to make the GL code required. Obviously, for accounting customers, I would think this would be a mandate. Non-accounting customers, not so much.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Place all new jobs on hold anytime they go over their credit limit. So you put an order in the system, customer's credit limit's $1,000. This order is going to put them over that limit. You can have the system automatically put this job on hold.
Okay.
So it won't go into in-process status, it'll go on hold. And then, of course, your user settings can restrict certain users to change a job status. So you can kind of limit who has the ability to take that job back into in-process.
Okay. Great.
Okay. And then the last one here, use accumulating spoilage for Postpress. Really what that does, with it checked off, it'll increase the accuracy of your production quantities on the Postpress processes because it will include, if you've got 5 Postpress processes, each one is going to include the spoilage count from every one that's going to follow it.
Okay.
Okay? So it'll just give you a more accurate production count
Right.
on the quantity.
Great.
Okay? Any questions on any of those?
No, I think that was very helpful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you. This was another episode of EPMS Tech Talk. Please look forward to more to come.